Star Trek's best one-off guest star appeared 58 years ago, and the franchise still hasn't topped them. In a universe of warp drives, tricorders, and Vulcan logic, Star Trek has gifted audiences with a parade of unforgettable guest stars. From Q's omnipotent mischief to Garrick's morally ambiguous charm, the franchise has long excelled at introducing compelling one-off characters. But even across the decades and dozens of series, one character stands peerless in their unforgettable impact. Trellin, the flamboyant, godlike being from Star Trek, the original series Season 1, Episode 17, The Squire of Gothos. Appearing in 1967, just 1 year after TOS premiered, Trellin, played with gleeful theatricality by William Campbell, stands as Star Trek's best one-off guest star, not just for the episode's quality or Campbell's performance, but because the character set a gold standard for what a one-episode antagonist can do. He challenged Captain Kirk, dazzled Spock, unnerved the crew, and entertained viewers, all while embodying the core philosophical questions at the heart of the franchise. And more than half a century later, no single appearance character has topped him. 1. William Campbell's performance was iconic. William Campbell's portrayal of Trellin wasn't just eccentric, it was mesmerizing. With powdered wigs, Baroque flourishes, and a booming theatrical voice, Campbell transformed what could have been a campy caricature into something unforgettable. Trellin was equal parts charming and terrifying, like a child with a nuclear arsenal. He relished human drama and war, yet was baffled when Kirk called out his immorality. That tension made him fascinating to watch. His motivations weren't evil, they were immature. Campbell walked a razor's edge between comedy and menace, and that balance remains unmatched. 2. Trellin introduced a now legendary archetype. Trellin wasn't just a one-off villain, he was the first godlike being in Star Trek. Before Q, before the Organians, before the Metrons, there was Trellin. He introduced a now classic Trek trope, the omnipotent alien with childlike immaturity. Later iterations of this archetype often owe a debt to Trellin's DNA, particularly Q, who shares the same blend of cosmic power and puckish curiosity. Many fans even speculate that Trellin is a member of the Q continuum, and some non-canon novels support the theory. Without Trellin, Star Trek might never have developed one of its most iconic storytelling tools, using powerful beings to reflect and critique humanity. He set the tone for how Star Trek would explore morality and responsibility not through brute force, but through wit and irony. 3. The Squire of Gothos captures classic Trek philosophy. Though flamboyant and comedic, the Squire of Gothos is pure Roddenberry-era philosophy. Trellin represents unchecked curiosity without ethics. He admires humanity's violence, not its compassion. Kirk, in turn, must confront and outwit him using not phasers, but moral clarity and cunning. Trellin plays dress-up with history's worst moments, romanticizing Earth's wars without understanding their cost. When Kirk finally stands up to him, it's not a fight of strength but of maturity. The twist, that Trellin is essentially a child, scolded by his unseen parents, reinforces the idea that power without wisdom is dangerous. This single episode gives us a mirror to our own behavior and delivers one of Trek's core themes. Progress isn't just about technology, it's about growing up. 4. He's still referenced and never forgotten. Unlike many one-time villains, Trellin's legacy hasn't faded. While he never reappeared in the franchise proper, his influence echoes across Star Trek's expanded universe and fan discussions. In the 1990s novel Q Squared by Peter David, Trellin is officially declared a young Q, a theory embraced by many fans. And it makes sense. Both beings toy with starships, teleport people, and use courtrooms and theatricality as their battlegrounds. Even the Q actor himself, John D. Lancey, once acknowledged Trellin's influence. In a franchise known for retcons and legacy characters, it's remarkable that Trellin has never been officially brought back. Perhaps that's part of his power. His single appearance remains so strong that he doesn't need further elaboration. He exists in the perfect amber of Season 1, never diluted.